This is Pastor Marquise Franklin from New Creation Christian Center presenting to you a word for today by Annisfay. We pray that these short devotionals will impact your life. Now let's tune in.
Hi, this is Annisfay back with a word for today. And today I'm going to talk about God being our deliverer, God being our shelter. It was 1982 or 83. I worked in a university district at a grocery store, and I rented a room close to work. It was like a 12 bedroom house that was outside of the campus of University of Washington. And the first night I came back from work, all over the wall of my door had been written down some racial remarks. And I was terrified at that time because there had been some KKK sightings in the Ravenna Park during that time. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I just rented a room, hard to find a room to rent for the price that I was trying to rent when I didn't have that much money. And now I'm going to have to move because there's someone in this house that do not like black people. And I was just praying and just crying out to God and saying, oh God, what shall I do? What am I going to do now? And, I was praying and I opened up my Bible and I went to Psalms 25. I just fell on Psalms 25 because I really needed some comfort. And this is what it says. Now, this is the King James Version because at that time we didn't have the NIV or any of the new King James Version. So bear with me. And it says this, it says 25 Psalms. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Oh my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Now, I knew I hadn't done anything to deserve that. And so, just praying, and I felt the peace of God. And I think I was probably around 19 or 20 at the time. I felt the peace of God. And that next day I went up and I talked to the manager and I told him what had happened. And you know what? He was so apologetic to me. And he had promised that that would never happen again. And he had told me that was not meant for me. He said that prior to me moving in, there was another black guy who lived there who was just very mean and very evil and who had done all kind of things to them. And you know what? That's not an excuse for those racial comments. But the thing is that the Lord let me know that he had gone before me and he had settled the issue. Matter of fact, the owner of that house had contacted me, him and his wife. They invited me to dinner and they just talked to me and just told me that that would never happen again. They would make sure it would never happen again. And these people began to favor me. They wanted me to come over and just visit, whenever I could. It was the power and the grace of God who had changed things around. I don't know if it was meant for me or not, but it didn't make a difference because when God gets involved in a situation, hey, he'll turn things around. And you know what? You may be on your job. You may be in a neighborhood where people don't like you because of your color. I want to encourage you to look to God and to trust God to deliver you. Because, sometimes when we begin to fight back because we're black people, we get into these racial fights. And all that does a lot of times is bring on bitterness and unforgiveness and prejudice. I want to encourage you to call out to God first. Yes, there's other actions that you need to take, but you need to call out to God first so that you can continue to live loving all people and not being bitter and not being resentful and not trusting different races because of things that has happened to you in the past. We live under God's kingdom. And so before I am a black woman, I am a Christian. And I live by the new covenant, which is joy, which is peace, which God goes before and God delivers me. So let God be your defender. Let God be your deliverer. Let God be your shelter today. Have a great day.
We pray that this message has encouraged you today. And we invite you to join us Saturday nights at 7 p.m. in the Emerald City Bible Fellowship building located at 7728 Rainier Avenue South, Seattle, Washington, 98118. Once again, that's Saturday nights at 7728 Rainier Avenue South, Seattle, Washington, 98118. If you have any prayer requests, comments, or questions, visit our website, newcreationwa.org. And on there, we have our links to our Facebook and Twitter sites as well. We would love to hear from you. God bless you.